Can you walk us through the play last night? If you were the home plate umpire, what would you have seen and what would you have said?
Well, Dan, first, thanks for having me on, and it's always a pleasure to talk to you. As far as if you watch the entire play, the umpire got in the correct position. If you notice, he stood right on the foul line and watched the play happen. And they have that 45-foot lane is what it's called, or a box. And it's not there just to be pretty. It's there for a reason. It's a rule that the runner must have 1 foot in that box and the other foot on the white line at least. Both feet are supposed to be in, but they consider it in the box if he has 1 foot on the white line and the other foot in the box. And he's supposed to run down that line. Now, one thing that it's interesting that you talked about John Smoltz. He made a comment last night. Maybe it was heard by most people, maybe it wasn't. But he said that he is taught as a pitcher to throw the ball at the batter when he's running down the line, because he will get that call if he's out of the box. And that's what happened last night. And he was not at any time in that box. Never. And it was the exact call, correct call. There was just no question about what the call should have been. And if he had not made that call, it would have been the wrong call. And it could have really, even though it didn't change the game because of the home run, so forth and so on, it could have changed the game. And the call was correct. There's been a lot of talk about the umpires missing balls and strikes, so forth and so on. Yes, I have seen that. But that call was absolutely correct. Probably 95% of the time they're inside.
Yes.
They're never in that box.
Okay, but we don't call it then.
Well, we don't call it because they don't usually interfere with the play. If they were interfering with the play, if they hinder the first baseman from catching the throw from the pitcher or the catcher, if the ball is hit, if the catcher or the pitcher hits the base runner with the ball, then you will 99.9% of the time they will be called for it.
But
if
think
it doesn't happen? How can you call it?
What brought about the interference? The throw or the runner?
I would say both, because if you think about it, the pitcher threw the ball right at first base, and the runner is outside that box. And if you notice, the runner ran into the first baseman and knocked off his glove as the ball was hitting him. And if he had been on the opposite, the right side of the bag, that would not have happened. And if there was a better throw, maybe to the outside, to the infield side, he probably would have been out most likely, but I'm not sure. But as far as when it happens and how it happens, like you said, you'd hardly ever see anybody running in the box. But if pitchers and catchers would use the rule to their advantage, all they have to do is throw the ball at the back of the runner, and most likely he's going to be called out, because that is a rule. It's been a rule forever.
Should it be reviewed? Should it be reviewable?
No,
okay.
That wasn't reviewable, because they said last night it wasn't reviewable, and I didn't understand why they were reviewable, because of the fact it was a judgment call. I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs of what they say that is reviewable now, but they even announced last night that it wasn't reviewable. I mean, the same play happened to me in '87, and when Whitey Herzog came out and explained the situation, he walked right away because he understood it. And over 30 years now since I made that call, it's the same call, same exact play. I think the batter was Coleman, and he got the guy to third. He went to second, brought the guy back to first, called him out. It was a big play in the seventh inning of the game, and it truly is. It's a crucial call. And John Smoltz made it perfect last night. He made the perfect analysis. Throw the ball. We're taught to throw the ball at the runner's back. And if pitchers and catchers would do that more, they'd start running in that box, because they know they're going to get called out.
Yeah, I think even if Trae Turner is running correctly, that ball is maybe not going to get caught, or you're not going to make that play at first. I thought that the play created all of the drama, and I don't think what Trae Turner did was egregious. I just don't think it was unnecessary. I know that you're saying if you don't call it, and then it's a bigger deal. I get that. I just think that the throw itself, Dave, created the controversy, and what Turner did, I've seen far more egregious running in a baseball game.
Well, you're probably 1,000% right on that analogy. But if you really want to go, what the rule book says, that's what the rules are for.
Yeah,
to call them, not to just to ignore them. You can't ignore them. They're there for a reason. And that reason came up last night. And, my phone and my text thing last night was off the hook last night. People asking me, what did you think? So forth and so on. And I had my answer all ready for everybody. Just copied and paste. I mean, there was no problem whatsoever. I didn't see any problem whatsoever with that call. And, I felt bad that Martinez got thrown out, but I probably would have thrown him out a little faster. It was me.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.